and welcome to Tomorrow Today, a Futurescape TV production bringing you up-to-the-minute marketing insight live from 2030. I'm going to reveal what consumer insights, technology and media look like at the turn of the decade. Life is pretty different here in 2030. I've just been on a power vacation to the virtual Maldives. 20 seconds there, and I feel fully refreshed. Coming up later in the programme, we'll be taking a look at supercharged TV. But first, I want to talk about something that's getting a bigger shake-up than a monkey on a sugar high with a set of maracas: audience targeting. Here in 2030, advertisers targeting people based on age or family structure are as outdated as using a fax machine to send a meme. It'll be like trying to stream something using Betamax or trying to find a life partner on MySpace. So brace yourselves, because the demographic landscape is shifting and advertisers need to keep up. Let's start with the big one. The UK is getting older. In 2030, over 58% of the population are 35 or older. Millennials are coming to the fore in most workplaces, and since they survived dial-up internet, they probably deserve their time in the sun. And this also means that Gen X are finally running the show. They're in senior roles, calling the shots, whilst trying to remember where they put their reading glasses. They have introduced a whole new set of values and attitudes. Since they tend to be anti-authoritarian, they'll probably end up firing themselves.
You're fired.
Meanwhile, baby boomers are retiring and Gen Alpha are entering the workforce, possibly negotiating their first job via hologram. The landscape is suddenly very different. Let's talk about household structures. The traditional nuclear family, as rare as someone who actually reads terms and conditions. It's new to no one that house prices are through the roof in 2025, and don't expect that to change by 2030. Which means young adults are staying at home until they're not that young anymore. 36 is the new 26. Multi-generational households are making a comeback, which means grandma, grandpa, and the TikTok-obsessed teenager are all living under one roof. Although sitcoms are still being made in 2030, there's no such thing as the typical family to base one around. Series 58 of Outnumbered, for example, features a cryogenically frozen Hugh Dennis trying to convince his great-grandchildren who live with him that iPods were really once a thing. And with first-time mums now averaging 29 years old, and with marriage rates dropping, family life is a lot less 2.4 children and a lot more modern family on acid. This is 2030, so I'm vibe checking with the youth, innit? Low-key obsessed with how slay the hip popular music is. No cap. Bit of a plot twist, but older generations aren't acting their age anymore. The 55s and over are hitting music festivals, investing in their fitness, and not averse to VR. If you think retirement is all about knitting and gardening, think again. These folks are swiping right on adventure and left on boredom. Dad dancing may be bad, but it's nothing compared to your grandparents filling up the mosh pit. That's not to say they won't be elbowing for space with younger people too. Youth behaviours increasingly span all ages. It's like a wedding reception. Everyone is on the dance floor, whatever their age, whether it's the little ones mind-sweeping the champagne glasses or your nan twerking at the groom. And when it comes to Gen Z, they're one of the most politically and socially active generations of recent times, with a few contradictions. For example, 80% are deeply worried about climate change, yet their wardrobes are basically sponsored by fast fashion. Saving the planet? Yes. Buying 12 outfits for a weekend away? Also yes. Advertisers in 2030 have to master the art of understanding and gently navigating these delightful paradoxes. Okay, advertisers, what does all this mean for your ad strategies? If you're still targeting based on age or life stage, you might as well be doing door-to-door surveys or sending out ads via carrier pigeon. Here in 2030, it's all about behavioural targeting. Instead of asking, how old are they? Ask, what are they into? Because interests no longer expire when you hit 40. I still like top hats, even though I am officially a style god. So, RIP rigid stereotypes and the ideal target segment. Hello, behavioural targeting and AI-enabled insights to optimise your strategy. I'm still thinking about buying that top hat. And there you go. What could be more stylish than this? Put another way, if you bought running shoes, your old style profile says you're into fitness, but your AI profile knows you've just signed up for a marathon. So it's already suggesting recovery supplements, compression socks, and a therapist. Can you see the difference? It's like having a psychic on the payroll without the weird tarot cards. So if you're Gen Z worrying about the environment while still being addicted to fast fashion, or a baby boomer buying tickets to Glastonbury, these things are the norm here in 2030. Check out Futurescape, our insight-led oracle that has loads more detail on all of this. I'm off to dig out my Nirvana t-shirt and make a mixtape. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. See you next time.
James, can you stay on the set, please?